What's a morning routine without all of the noises? Because that's exactly what happens in the morning. You want to be in the video? Come be in the video. My favorite part of the day is my morning ritual, where I get to sit down and spend time with myself, check in with my soul, and just really fill my cup before I fill anybody else's throughout the day. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody's having a magical day. If you guys are new here, my name is Taylluna and welcome to our spirituality channel. I'm so happy to have you here. Today I wanted to share my morning ritual with you guys. I just really wanted to kind of hone in on the most magical part of my morning, and that is when I sit down after my morning walk and pull out my cards and really get into the spiritual zone. This video is going to be a sneak peek into my brand new online course, Inner Light Guidance. It is a beginner's spirituality course. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the link down below for you to enroll. Let's jump in. So the first thing that I do is I like to bring all of my tools outside. It is where I feel most connected to myself. I love being in nature and having the sunshine hitting my face. It's my favorite place, so I would recommend doing this morning ritual in a space in your home or around your home that makes you feel really, really good. Once I bring all of my tools outside, I just sit down for a moment and I stretch. The first thing that I like to do is release any energy that I'm holding in my body by doing yoga and releasing any of the energy that I can before I get into my rituals. Really relaxing my body and waking myself up in the morning. And once I sit down after doing my flow, I like to take a moment to cleanse my energy. So I have my sage, my Palo Santo. Take a moment to cleanse yourself, bringing it all the way around your body, being careful to not burn yourself because I've been there and it doesn't feel very good. So cleanse your whole body. I like to let the smoke kind of come up through my hands, and also cleanse your space. So cleanse all around you, cleanse the tools that you're using so that everything is ready to go when you do your ritual. The first part of the ritual itself is usually bringing out my crystals, and I choose crystals intuitively every day. I just pick whatever calls to me out of my collection. So this changes on a daily basis depending on the medicine, the energy medicine that I need. And I just kind of lay them all around my space and I pull all my cards out. So I will shuffle my deck to really put my intention into the card deck, or to just again release some of the stagnant energy that may be sitting in the deck. So you can go really in depth with your card pulls and your card spreads, but in the morning I like to keep it very simple because I'm half asleep. So what I like to do is just lay them all out in a straight line in front of me. I usually feel for the card that I choose. Now this is kind of hard to explain because everybody feels energy differently. You may feel a tingle, you may feel hot, you may feel cold, you may feel heavy, you may feel light. So it depends on the person, but it's a good thing to play around with if you haven't kind of felt the cards. So try doing that, and I will pull a couple of cards that way. Another way that I like to pull cards in the morning is using my pendulums. So I will cleanse the pendulum because I do use them pretty frequently. And the way that this works is also very kind of personal to each person. Reading with pendulums, you have to kind of set your own rules with it and figure out what your own energy is telling you. So if you guys want a more in-depth pendulum video, please let me know. I would love to do that for you. But the way that I like to do this in the morning is to just put my pendulum on top of my cards, and I will just kind of hover back and forth very, very, very slowly, keeping it as still as possible. And I wait until the pendulum just completely stops moving. It's a fun way to energetically choose the card that you're pulling. Those are my two favorite ways to actually pull the cards in the morning. As for spreads, one of the spreads that I like to do in the morning is called past, present, and future. So that means that you would pull 3 separate cards, and the first card that you pull is representative of your past, or a message from your past, or a message to your past. It depends the way that you personally interpret the card when you pull it. Then the second one is your present, so a message that you need right now, a message for the present moment. And the third one is your future card, so a message for the future or from the future. I really like doing it this way because I find it to be a very well-rounded message, but that is just one card spread. I have many other card spreads that I like to do, and they will all be included in the Inner Light Guidance course, so if you want to know more, they're all in the course. That is one of my favorite ones that I do in the morning. So after I pull my cards, I let the message digest and I'm feeling good. I will whip out my journal and start writing down the cards that I pulled. This is the current situation. I like to do this because it's a fun way to kind of look back and see what messages I was getting in particular periods in my life. I do look back on my journals a lot, so I love doing this. So I will write down the card name that I pulled, and if there's any little caption on the card, I like to include that as well. And after I write all of the cards down, I will take a moment to just journal on the messages that I received and just kind of like further digest the messages that I received. I like to journal after I pull the cards and just kind of let the energy flow through me. It's a fun way to let new messages kind of hit you, or to make connections that you wouldn't otherwise make as quickly. After I pull my cards, I will whip out my printable worksheet, my daily routine checklist from my online course, and this kind of goes through a daily checklist. So you check off the things that you did for your morning routine, you write your daily to-do list, and then you also have journaling prompts that you can answer. So it asks you about how you're feeling that morning, to set your intention for your day, which I like to do now that I've already pulled my cards, so I can set an intention kind of based around the messages that I received. I like to top off my spiritual morning routine with my printable worksheet. It's just a good way to kind of wrap the whole ritual up and get your intention set for your day, and then pull yourself slowly out of the spiritual mode and back into human mode. So that is it for my morning ritual. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It is definitely like my absolute favorite part of the day, and it does look different every day. Sometimes I make myself a nice cup of tea and I bring it in, or I will do an extra meditation, I will do Reiki. It just depends on how I'm feeling that morning. So really take this time to check in with yourself, and if you need something additional, you need a little extra self-care or spiritual self-care, you can give it to yourself in this moment. If you have a lot of responsibilities waiting for you when you wake up in the morning, it's a really good idea to try and do this before you start diving into all of those responsibilities, because it allows you to fill your own cup before you fill anybody else's. It's hard to give out energy when you don't have energy to give. So this is a good way to really kind of energize yourself and feel good for the whole day. There is so much more about these rituals, your card spreads, and using your crystals, and so many other things in Inner Light Guidance, the spirituality course that I've created for you guys. It is half off right now. It is the lowest possible energy exchange between you and I for this information. So I hope that you guys enjoy it. I hope to see you in the course, and I hope that you guys try out this morning routine or implement some of these practices into your morning rituals every morning. As always, if you guys have absolutely any questions, feel free to comment down below, and make sure to follow me on Instagram at Taylluna if you want to hop in my DMs. We can talk about all things spiritual or anything about your journey. I would love to connect with you. But that is it, you guys. Make sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe down below. Many of you guys have been telling me that you're not getting notified when my videos are going live, so if you want to be notified when I post new videos, make sure to ring the bell. I know we've all heard it a million times, but I do want to make sure you guys are getting these videos. I want to share all of this knowledge with you. I will see you guys in my next video, or in Inner Light Guidance. Yay! I love you to the moon and back. I will see you very soon. Mwah.